What's up? Good afternoon, good Wednesday to you all. I am, obviously, as most of all the time, I'm in the office, if you will. Headed back up to town to get some dashing on, and that's actually not well, actually, I was about to say it's not like the full intent of the subject of the video per se, but actually it more or less is. So you guys know I've talked about it a multitude of times on here within different videos, and having it being a subject within the actual video itself. But you know how you guys say, like, you set a goal, you have a plan, you got a goal, a dream, whatever, what have you. But it's like you gotta do something in order to achieve said goal, plan, or dream. I mean, I think we all should be on the same page with having the common knowledge of this, right? Okay, so you guys have been here, and if you haven't, if you're new, hello and welcome. But I was sitting there telling myself, like yesterday, I had a day. It was, I mean, I'm sure that, you know, regardless of how your life is going or anything else of that nature, every once in a while, we have a day. And yesterday was my day. Excuse me. I got up and turned on the talk, and you guys know as well as I do, like, especially it tends to bring, you know, videos and such that you're interested in, and with it fits within, you know, whatever categories that you either may look up, or was it the FYP page, you know, things of that nature. So I wake up, and not to like spread this video like way out more than what it even necessarily needs to be, but you guys already know, or at least I think I've mentioned it here and there in videos. It's not really a subject that I tend to make a lot of content on, but you guys know Pops is gone, you know. So watching TikTok first thing in the fucking morning yesterday, it starts putting these emotional ass fucking videos on there and shit. And of course, I'm just as human as you guys are, and you guys seeing this back there? I don't know if you are, like, back there with traffic, but I don't know. If you guys can see it, cool. If not, then my bad, because I think the back deck may be up too high for you, or where the phone's mounted, you may not be able to see it. Anyhow, not a part of the video at all. So, of course, I get on there, I start watching some shit, and it's like, dude, it starts hitting the fucking feels, and it's like, I am not trying to start the day off like this, but it's like, sometimes you just can't fucking fight certain shit, and it happens. That's the part of being human. It just, yeah. So, so I go about doing that, and I deal with it. It's like, you know, I get done watching the talk and all that shit, get myself up to get ready to come out here and dash. Once anything, I was like, fuck, dude. It's like, that didn't help matters by any means. For like, in all honesty, for like a greater portion of the day, it just kind of just like put me in that, like, I was in a dumper ass fucking mood, I'll tell you that much. Nothing against, I didn't, you know, have any qualms or anything against anybody or anything else of that nature. It's just, it put me, I was in that mood from damn near literally before even rising up out of my bed, and pretty much the rest of the day. So yeah. So with that being said, like, I went up to the woods and everything, Houston Woods. I do have a video on here where I found a new trail and such. Did all that and everything, walked down this trail and such, and I mean, technically I could have went further, but the whole point of actually, bro, you need to, like, you guys can see that truck. He's like, I can see it through the phone. You can at least see the windshield and the roof. It's 35 through here. I'm actually doing 45, so I'm doing 10 over, and that dude was like up my ass. So, just saying. But no, it's like, my main point actually to the video is the point of not telling you guys this, but I'm mainly telling my own self, but just like kind of like putting it out there for like a kick in your ass, like to do it like to your own selves, like give your own self that kick in the ass. That's basically what I told myself yesterday. So it's like, I know I've been talking a whole lot about I'm gonna go fucking right just so this dude can get out my fucking ass. What is this shit out of me? But I've told you guys many times, one way, shape, or form, when it comes to the point of me going out, living the nomadic lifestyle and living on the road, obviously, I'm going to have to make my final decision on what the fuck I want to live in, obviously. Whether it be fucking simply this car, a van, or a U-Haul. I gotta, obviously, before it comes that point in time where I move out, I have that, I have my own understanding of full on what I want. And hopefully I have it, within half a year to a year before I do move. So whatever I do make my final decision upon, I can start working on and doing things to it that I want to do. Now, granted, just say for an example, it may end up being the U-Haul, but just making it as an example. So if I go with that, I can build that shit as I'm traveling. I mean, it's a U-Haul. I mean, I'm sure, especially with the internet and everything else, and then like of knowing people, so on and so forth, I can get that shit built most likely before I even roll out. But if it's not, oh man, here's a final destination moment. I don't know if you guys will be actually, when I turn the corner here, you guys should be able to see it back behind me, but this is a big ass fucking logger truck. See it right? Yep. Yeah, there's your final destination moment. But anyhow, that's what I'm getting at. So it's like, I don't want to get like into the vehicle or whatever, because that's not fully on, but then again, yeah, it is more directed towards that. So obviously, whatever that I'm going to live in, unless unless I just say fuck it and I literally just move in, I just live in a Chrysler, which I'm literally currently driving as I'm making this video for you guys. That, of course, I could just say screw it, throw the clothes in the trunk or whatever and call it a day, because, I mean, what else do I truly, genuinely need at the end of the day besides food, water, shelter, which I'm in, and clothing? I don't. There's literally nothing else that I would absolutely have to have. Although, of course, I'm not going to be living that way. But if I did, just like for a few months, whatever, to like, say if I was just living straight up in here, obviously every fucking penny that I make, I can stack that shit. I mean, obviously I'm going to eat daily, so I'm going to have to either cook myself some food or buy some food on a daily basis. I mean, that's obviously a given. Kids, please do not go, because no, I'm not stopping. Yeah, I seen you guys. I seen you with all four of my eyes. But it's just what I'm saying. Like, if I live, just say like that for example, if I'm staying just in the Chrysler for 6 months, that's 6 months worth of stacking up money that I have to, basically the only thing I would be paying out would be gas, insurance, and for my phone at that given moment, because obviously I'm going to need, to keep my phone on to dash, and, car insurance, because if I'm traveling, you never know. I mean, to an extent, yes, car insurance is, really good and it's beneficial to have. And then obviously gas, because I'm not going to be getting around and going anywhere if I don't have gas to go anywhere. But, what I told myself yesterday is like, I need to quit. I still come out here sometimes to where it's, okay, I'm not waiting. You guys are back ass all the way up and there's literally nobody even sitting at a green light. That's weird. So I told myself yesterday, it's like, look, if I make myself, because like I said before, no offense to you guys by any means, if you guys have a clock-in job, dude, there's a Chrysler 300 with a Batman symbol on the driver's side door. That was dope. But like I said, no offense or disrespect by any means, but it's like, if you guys have a clock-in job and all that shit, you have a scheduled 8, 10, whatever hours that you're going to be working. Well, obviously you guys know I dash full time, so I can make that schedule and I can dash whenever the hell I want to. And I love like every bit of that, but I told myself last night, I was like, you know what? Since you have so much freedom in doing this, it's like you can literally work every single day, 12 hours a day if you want to. And still, of course, keep up, trying to. You guys do know that I have the gaming schedule on the gaming portion of the channel. But I told myself, I was like, you know what? It's time to basically put up or shut up. It's like, I want this shit, so I can travel and everything else. Obviously, it costs money. There's nothing in life pretty fucking much besides breathing at this moment that's free. You guys know that as well as I do. But instead of, I've been only having like a goal of like between 100 and 150 a day. And it's just like, even though in my current living situation, it's still not horrible to actually live off of that and still have a little bit of money in my pocket. But and obviously I know once I'm out there on the road, not having fucking hardly any bills at all, I'm going to be much better being on the road than I am actually currently, crazily enough. But yes, but I told myself, I was like, I need to up that shit, $200 a day, and at least work, I can work 7 days a week if I want to. I mean, that's just obviously, again, another perk what I can do. But I told myself, if I basically $600 a month pays for my half of bills. I mean, I'm not trying to put my full-on business out there for you guys, but fuck it. Just to give you kind of a, not an exaggeration, that's the wrong fucking word, an estimation, if you will, of like basically what I live off of. So $600 a month, and that pays all my housing bills, if you will. So, and I'm grateful on that, because obviously it could be a stupid fucking shit ton more. I know, I am more than aware of that shit as well. But when I, of course, move out and I'm mobile and all that shit, and I literally drive wherever, probably my food, my gas is probably most likely going to be my two highest expenses. I'm already aware of that, because, I mean, we all know fucking food's stupid ass expensive. Gas isn't horrible. It could be lower. We all know this, but I think it's a lot better than what it's been in the past. But I told myself, $200 a day. If I did it for 5 days, obviously, $1,000. Obviously, besides taxes, all that fucking happy horse shit. And minus basically my weekly of $1.50, so just say $8.50 a week of what I have. Or just to say, if you want to even knock it down even more, just to be on the safe side with taxes and everything, say $700 a week. That's what, $2,800 a month that I could be pulling in, and I know I could do that easily. If I set myself a goal for 6 months, I got 6 months to save up fucking $8,000 to buy, say for example, the U-Haul. Okay, saved up, bought it. Boom, that's done. Titled up, tagged up. It's 100% mine. Okay, it's not going to be sitting at the house, so I'll probably end up. I don't know if all storage unit places have them, but I'm pretty certain a good majority of them do. But I want to set it like basically like rent, like not a storage unit per se, but like a parking space, I guess, if you will, at this at a storage unit. So therefore, it's not sitting in the yard or on the driveway, being obviously a big bulky fucking moving vehicle. I can rent a spot there and I can work on it there. And it's like, I was telling, I think, a buddy of mine the other day, it's like, say if I even, somebody like on Facebook Marketplace, where if I found like a brand new couch and it was kind of cheaper or whatever, I could just simply take my fucking U-Haul and go get the bitch, and it's already where it's going to be. So, you know what I mean? It's like, but that's my main thing, is like, that's one thing. I don't know if this actually will come out to be anything like special to you guys for by any means. It's just like, basically kind of what I'm sitting there saying, like, it's a goal setting for myself. But if there's something that you guys want, a goal in life that you want to look forward to, or if it's a part of the life that you want to live, that's what I'm saying is like, make that goal. You know, I'm making this goal, I'm making it, because just like on the gaming part of my channel, it's like, there's 2 games right now I know that the platinum is not obtainable. Every single other game on my account right now, the platinum is obtainable. I just have to put the time into the game in order to get it. Same with on the, U-Haul and wanting to live the nomadic lifestyle here within a couple of years. I got to put that time in to get the money in order to get it. So I got to set that fucking goal. I have that goal for my gaming account, which obviously maybe down the road, it might give me it might make me a penny or two. Not holding the breath to that, which you guys know. I still just do it for simple fucking fun and possibly entertainment for you guys. But my main focus is saving for, like I said, most likely the example of a U-Haul is, it might be narrowed down to that. And of course I've checked Marketplace and everything. They're not bad. I mean, they really aren't. So, I mean, I've seen them up to like 10 grand, but it's also newer moving trucks too. And I mean, even 10 grand, I mean, you think about, obviously as an alternative way, if you will, of living, but say if your house is only fucking 10 grand and you can literally live anywhere you want, damn near. Sounds like a fucking win-win to me. It's like, I don't necessarily want something new, even like vehicle-wise, but I'm pretty certain whenever that they design like the fucking like moving vehicles and shit, like U-Hauls, for example, they don't, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, it's been a minute since I've rented one, but I don't think that they go like over fucking board with the technology of all that shit in them. They're basic fucking moving vans. Like I said, I could be wrong, they may change the game up on that, but something tells me no, because you're literally moving your shit in there, so why would you need a bunch of advanced fucking technology? Again, I could be wrong. But I also have about a minute left here, so I'll wrap this shit up for you guys. Basically, that's what I'm saying. Make that fucking goal, get that goal, and be happy with it. That's what I want to do. I gotta hit these $200 days. I gotta get my U-Haul. I gotta get my shit in the fucking grouped up here to make it all fucking happen. So here within the next 2 years or maybe less, you guys won't see me in Ohio anymore. You'll see me in whatever state I decide to fucking roll on through. So yeah. But with that being said, I hate to fucking rush my own self, but I got like 30 seconds to go, and I'll be fixing this issue later on. But with that being said, you guys have a fantastic fucking hump day. And we'll see you guys later. Thank you for the view, and have a absolutely amazing day.